Jason Bowen. 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 Jason Bowen, I am who I am. Trust me when I say I am. Jason Bowen podcast. Yes, and we going live. Yeah. Jason Bowen. Hey, what's good, everybody? What's good? What's good, man? Man, welcome to the comedian Jason Bowen, I am who I am podcast radio production. See how I said that? Production. Okay? I want to make it sound real, just real fantastic. You know what I'm saying? But man, what y'all think about the introduction? I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I feel like I can do something with that. But look, enough about that. I just want to tell everybody thank you so much for tuning in, for listening on your Android, your iPhone, in the car, your desktop, your mobile device, your laptop, whatever. Wherever you listen to me on. I don't, you know what? If you had to go to the library and sign up for a computer just to listen to me, I appreciate that. I ain't lying. Thank you for that. That means you got some dedication, because I know one thing. It's cold outside. If you're willing to go to the computer, to the library, and get on the computer and listen to me, you know what? Thank you. And that's all I got to say about that. And once again, I really didn't get a chance to just formally introduce myself and who I am and everything. But I want to take that time out to let you know who I am. Okay? My name is Jason Bowen. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a comedian, actor, and also a director. I definitely stepped into that as well, too. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I definitely wanted to do that as well, too, because, like, I feel like that someone was actually willing to give me a chance. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to return the favor and give somebody else a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, man, I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of talent out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of talent out here. It's a lot of, you know, I guess what you call it, just unrecognized talent. You know, they just waiting on that one person to see them. And trust me, it only takes one person to see you, and then for that one person to believe in your vision. And guess what? Man, the rest is history. So, you know, I just really want to thank my production company, you know, EBDD Raw Production, for giving me that opportunity. You know, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And, you know, and another thing, you know, of course, you know, I am from Memphis, Tennessee. Born and raised, you know, I grew up in the hood, man. I ain't finna lie and say I grew up in the suburbs, and you know, I had this going on, I had this, had that. Nah, man, I didn't have none of that going on, man. You know, I grew up right there in the hood, you know. So, you know, I've seen a lot of things that a young man should not be seeing at the age of 13, 14 years old. But guess what? I made it. You know what I'm saying? I made it out. Thank you. You know, I definitely made it out. You know, I'm very grateful for making it out, because you know what, man, it was rough. But, you know, enough about that. You know, I just want to take that time and give y'all like a little brief introduction on who I am and everything, because I feel like I owe that to you, because I don't want you to just listen to know anybody. You know, you be like, man, what this guy talking about? Who is he? I don't know where he's from. You know what I'm saying? I'm from right here in the heart. Man, hey, you know what? You hear that song? Walking in Memphis. Walking with my feet 10 feet off the ground. That's where I'm from, baby. The home of the blues, the home of the barbecue, that make you want to just gain weight just by eating it. I ain't lying, that barbecue so good. Oh, I think I just picked up a couple pounds just thinking about that barbecue. I ain't lying, man. I love that barbecue. Memphis barbecue. I think I need to go get me a couple slabs of ribs. Well, I'm thinking about it. But anyway, we're not gonna do that right now. But yeah, I actually started doing comedy here in Memphis. You know, I had I did my first open mic. I did that at Minkawood Hall. You know, if you from Memphis and you familiar with it, you know, this was probably about 3 years ago when I actually got on stage and I with some friends who were hanging out just kicking it. You know, we just say, hey, we're gonna go check out this open mic because you know we never been to like a open mic comedy show for because we like, you know what, man, let's just go see what it's about. So we went up there, checked it out, and they're like, hey, Jay, go and get on stage. I'm like, man, I'm not finna do that. That ain't finna happen. That ain't finna be me. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna say? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, I'm shy. Okay? If anybody who really knows me, I'm a really shy individual until I warm up to you. You know, that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? I am who I am. Don't that ring a bell? I guess it do. I guess it did. It rung somebody bell. But anyway, man, I love it, man. Honestly, I just love having fun. But I'm sorry, I'm getting out the subject. But yeah. So that night, I told them, you know what, let me give you some material together. They said, what kind of material do you need to get together? And you never done comedy before. I said, well, I need to touch on subjects because I'm not going to get up there and just go from the dome because I'm not finna embarrass myself, okay? They said, man, look around here. They said, everybody here is embarrassing themselves. Everybody. I said, you know what? I just want to be prepared. That type of person I am. So I went home that night. I said, okay, you know what? I'm finna just come up with like different little subjects. So I said, I'm gonna talk about me growing up, talk about my job, talk about my friends, talk about coworkers. You know, I just put all that together. So when I went back, like that following week, we went back and they said, you ready? I said, man, no, not really. They said, I thought you were going to put some things together. I said, well, you know what? I was about to work on that. And I remember that I'm a real game fanatic. I love playing the video game. And like, if you know me, I'll get on that video. You text me talking about let's get on the game. And we gonna do it. And I ain't playing, man. We gonna do it for real. I love the video game. So, man, I started playing my video game. But I did have some stuff written up, though. But I didn't want to let them know that because they're all in my business. So I don't need that. But anyway, make a long story short, I actually got on stage. And I was so nervous. I'm talking about, you know what? You gotta be, I was nervous and I was sweating. Now, keep in mind, this was in the wintertime. I know it had to be in December because it was freezing in that building. And I'm like, man, why if I'm on stage sweating? I'm talking about the room had to be at least about 30, 40 degrees. I don't think the heat worked. It worked now, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Minglewood. It worked now because I went over there probably about a month ago for my birthday party. But the heat do work now. But that night right there, I don't know what the heck going on in their life then, but it didn't work then. But anyway, man, I was sweating up there. I'm just dripping sweat. I'm talking about my sweat was turned into like icicles by the time they hit the ground. I was sweating so bad. I ain't lying. I was hot. I thought I was a woman. I started having hot flashes. I said, ooh, somebody give me a fan. I can't take it. But man, I had a ball though. But I went up there, did my little 8 minutes and 9 seconds. That's how I remember what time it was. 8 minutes and 9 seconds. That's what time I did. And the guy was like, he said, man, you ever done comedy before? I said, no, I ain't never done comedy before. But I said, I enjoy it. He said, you'll come back? I said, yeah, I'm definitely going to come back. And about a month later, I wanted to go back, and they didn't do it no more. So I said, oh, well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. But anyway, I started looking into, like, other different places that were doing comedy. And that was like, I'm going to tell you something, man. Anybody who's listening to me right now, if you're interested in doing comedy, you know, you can definitely do comedy like anywhere nowadays. You know, man, like I tell anybody, get the Memphis Flyer if you're in Memphis, or you know, wherever you at, get your little local town paper. that they be having in like corner stores, supermarkets. Grab one of those and look at the section like for local talent or local comedy, and they'll give you like all different places where it'll have like open mic or singing or karaoke or wherever your interest is. They'll have it in that local paper. So I tell anybody, man, follow your dream. I promise you, because if you don't believe in you, then trust me, ain't nobody else gonna believe in you, and that's just real. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, they just real, man. Because if you don't believe in yourself, man, why would I believe in you? And that's what I had to realize. Because at first, I was like, man, I was at a point where I was going to the open mics and I couldn't, man. I would get like 2, 3 people to laugh, but then I ran into like an old comic, and he was telling me, he like, man, look, hold your head up. He said, do you love what you do? I said, yeah, I do. I enjoy making people laugh because like I can take a bad situation and find a humor into it. Let people know, hey man, you know what? Even though my life's gonna get cut out tomorrow, man, you know what? It ain't that bad. It ain't the end of the world because I get to go to bed with the lights off, of course. But at least you get to go to bed, and like when you do go to bed, you can realize like, man, this quiet time, I really did need it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lying. I really did need this peace of mind right now. And then you wake up and figure out how you gonna pay your light bill. So it ain't the end of the world because the world's still gonna continue. So that's the real biggest thing. But the thing was like the guy told me, man, he said keep doing it. Keep going. He said because like the more you mess with something, the better you would get. And I really do appreciate that advice because like I performed at I actually had a real show that I did. Like I'm gonna tell you how the difference. For the people who don't know the difference between open mics and real shows, open mic is basically gonna be where you would go to work on new material. Of course, everybody ain't gonna laugh at it because this is new material that you just trying out. Just practice. You just trying to see will it work for an actual show. So sometimes the material you do in an open mic don't work in an open mic, but it work in a real show. So you just really don't know unless you just really word it differently. So that's the difference between an open mic and a real show. Well, a real show is like man, it's live. It ain't no practice. Like you going in. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it happen. So I was definitely going to open mics. I kept going to open mics, and then I finally wanted to do a show, and I just like really just reached out to social media, man. Social media is like, woo! Social media is something else. You know what? I don't even watch TV no more. I ain't gonna lie. I don't watch the news or nothing no more. I don't even get a newspaper because you know why? Because social media gonna give me everything I need. You know what I'm saying? I probably got to dig into it and read between the thin lines a little bit, but social media gonna tell you what it is. That just me. That's just me. I want y'all to keep watching the news. Y'all watch the news, but so I reached out to some people. And, they said, oh, you're a comedian. I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm looking to do a show. He said, okay, cool. I'll tell you what, I give you a break, let you do this show that I got going on. This was at the Zodiac. Okay, so I did this show at the Zodiac. And, like, the first show I did, man, killed it. I'm talking about, like, they was rolling. I mean, I was like, man, they actually laughing at this. I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I can't even describe the feeling I was feeling because, when you stand up there and you get people actually laughing at you, or better say laughing with you, and you like, man, this is like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But then I end up, taking that and I started getting the big head, like cocky, like, okay, man, you know what? I'm a comedian, man. I do, you know what? I ain't got to write no more jokes down or do none of that. I'm just going to get on stage and just freeball it. Man, no. Man, trust me, do not do that, up and coming comedians. Please don't do that. Because, man, that's one thing you do not want to do is get on stage and just try to go from the dome and just without even practicing what you're going to say. Because, like, I did my third show up there at the Zodiac. That's in Memphis, Tennessee as well, too. And, man, did I bomb. I said, whoa. I mean, you bomb when you say something and you don't hear nothing. All you hear is the lady at the bartender pouring drinks. Look, it was so quiet that I had to tap the microphone and be like, excuse me, can y'all hear me? I bombed so bad it was like hilarious, but nobody wasn't laughing though. I promise they weren't laughing. And you know you bone real bad when they don't boo. They say, you know, you ain't not even worth my boo. You don't even get my boo. Nope. I ain't even give you my boo. No. You know what I'm saying? Please get off stage, sir. So man, I basically like when I felt the crowd went into me, I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and exit the stage. And I said, all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming out, man. Appreciate the laughs that I didn't get. I just really appreciate y'all not throwing nothing out. That's how I even appreciate y'all not booing me, because they let me know that I really did do pretty bad up here. But hey, thank y'all. All right, y'all enjoy the rest of the comedians that come out, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna be a lot better than me. But hey, it is what it is. And man, I got off stage, man. I said, man, what the heck happened here? What did I do? So man, I sat there, went back in the crowd. People looking at me like They started laughing when I got off stage, though, because I think that was happening. They started smiling and laughing. They're like, oh, about time he got off stage. I said, man, I'm thinking to myself here, I'm happy I got off stage, too. But, yeah, and that's why I tell comedians, man, when most comedians say, man, I ain't never been booed before, I'm like, just hold on, player. Just hold on, because your time is coming. Because honestly, my personal opinion, you and every comedian got their personal opinion, but a lot of comedians and myself as well, I feel like, man, you can't perfect your skill if you ain't never been booed before. Because if you ain't never been booed before, then man, you got a long way to go. Because like, you could be doing comedy for like 2-3 years and you ain't never got booed, but on that 4th or 5th year when you actually get booed, oh, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt because you went so long, you never been booed before. And that's why I say, man, you ain't been doing comedy long enough, you ain't been booed. Because every great comedian have been booed before. I promise you, if a comedian out there right now say they never been booed before, you need to let them know, partner, you ain't done a real show. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real right there. But look, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long because, like, I know I just really just wanted to introduce myself and tell you who I am and just break down what I got going on and everything. I'm finna do that now. And also, I want you to definitely stay tuned in. If you haven't already, definitely go to my website. Give you a second to get a pen or get your phone or something. You know, I'll wait. I'm polite like that, you know. All right, you ready now? All right, good. Okay. All right, my website is going to be www.iamjasonbowen.com. Okay. Go to their website, you know what I'm saying, and like just check out my website. And also you can definitely click on the podcast. It's gonna be to the top right next to the last link. Click on podcast, and what you can do is once you do that, you can definitely follow the show, the episodes, and everything. Also, I'm gonna have giveaways that I want to do. I'm gonna have like drawings, and I'm gonna have all type of things. I'm gonna have like advice for upcoming comedians, tips for upcoming comedians. Like I'm gonna be looking for other comedians for other shows that I do have coming up. So that's a real big thing, man. You know, also if anybody on Instagram, I am Jason Bowen on Instagram, Twitter, I am Jason Bowen, Facebook, comedian Jason Bowen, because they won't let me do I am Jason Bowen. I tell you, Facebook's so with it, but hey, it is what it is, man. I am who I am. Definitely check out my episode. Follow me on my podcast station, and you can definitely keep up with me and what I got going on around the city. Man, I appreciate y'all love, appreciate y'all support, man. I appreciate y'all even listening to me, man. Y'all have a good night, man. God bless. Thank you.